Hey, I'm James Pater, and I'm here today to discuss with you all of the different styles of Mountain Laurel handrail that we have available. I founded this company in 2010, and we've been shipping all kinds of different Mountain Laurel handrails nationwide since then. So Mountain Laurel handrails is a style of railing that originates in the southern Appalachian region of the United States. The Mountain Laurel tree grows all the way from Georgia to Maine, so there's many instances of this popping up, but the main part of it comes from an area in the western North Carolina mountains where the carpenters would employ these different branches to make fun designs. These handrails work really well both for interior and exterior usage, and you'll see that all over our work. A typical section of Mountain Laurel handrail uses a top and bottom cedar 2x4 board. Mountain Laurel branches are woven in between the board, but we can use many different kinds of lumber. We've used red oak and ipe and pine, so there's many different options as far as the lumber goes, and it's best to match whatever your posts are. So if you're using red oak posts, then we would go with something like a red oak board. One of the styles we make that's different than our typical style is called the Lissara Style of railing, and it originates from a design that was made for the Lake at Lissara clubhouse. This was a clubhouse that was designed by Bob Timberlake, the furniture designer, and it is a little bit different than our standard style. In this design, we use a vertical 2x4 on each side and a top and bottom 1x2 sandwich. And what that does is it kind of creates a picture frame around each section. These sections are then installed in between a top and bottom 2x6, which is running horizontally. And so these really work best when there's many repeating elements of the same length, so that it kind of gives a regular repeating style. As far as the stick layout goes, most of the railings that we do are just a random pattern. So this is basically where the sticks are laid out kind of as nature intended them to go together. All of the spacings are made such that nothing bigger than a 4-inch sphere can pass through. But we do one kind of pattern, and this is the sunburst pattern. This is where the sticks are centered around the bottom and kind of radiate upward and outward towards the top. This gives it the view of a sunburst or like a hand fan. So on the typical railing, the tops and bottoms of the sticks are hidden by a board on each side, which makes it easier for the carpenters to put the railings together. We do one product which is called exposed joinery, which is where the ends of the sticks are visible, not hidden. So this means that each stick has to be precisely cut, which really allows our carpenters to demonstrate all of their skills. It is one of the most challenging railing options that we offer. Sometimes a deck or balcony will have a radius or curve on it. For these situations, we can build curved railings. So our curved railings are typically made with a cedar 1x4 top and bottom. We steam bend each of the cedar 1x4s to match the arc of your balcony or deck. And we also provide the additional curved 1x4s to make the sandwich of the ends of the sticks. The top cap, or the 2x6, 2x8 top cap, will need to be cut on site to best match your actual radius. The railing style we make that has the most rustic charm is our log railings. And so our most popular style of log railing is peeled locust, top and bottom, typically about 4 inches in diameter. This also has the Mountain Laurel sticks going in between, but in this case, it's a round log for the top and bottom instead of a piece of lumber. These railings work really well in high rustic style houses like log homes and timber frames, and are just a great match when you're trying to achieve peak rustic style. One of the best parts about my job here at Mountain Laurel Handrails is that I get to work on some really unique projects. Over the years, we've just worked on a tremendous variety of different styles of railings where the client was really interested in achieving a unique look. One of these looks is where we use a mountain laurel branch for the top piece and lumber for the bottom. This allows the bottom to blend in seamlessly with the side of the deck or the balcony, and then to look like the branches are growing out and up into the top rail. We've also done custom gate designs where the gate was built out of specially milled cedar 4x4s. These designs are specified by the client and sent to us, and we recreate it to make it happen for the client. In this case, for these gates, the client will provide the hardware and make sure that all their measurements and specifications are what we need to make sure that they get what works best for them. One exciting project that we worked on was when the client requested that we include carved birds in her railings. So these birds were sent to us by the client, and we incorporated them as part of the weave in the spacing of the railings. And so in this one, it looks like the birds are just kind of sitting, staring off into the branches just like they would in nature. We've also made extra tall sections where the top of the railing is much higher than the standard 36 or 42 inch height that's required for code in most places. So these panels have been used kind of as room dividers or in balcony applications where the client wanted to see the branches taking up much more of the space, and it's just another super cool way that we can incorporate this into whatever it is that the client is looking for. Mountain laurel branches bring organic and rustic beauty to just about every application that they're used in. And we here at Mountain Laurel Handrails are especially skilled in making this happen for you. We love working on custom projects. It's something that really excites us in the work. So we'd love to make sure that you can see all of the work that we're doing. So make sure that you use the link in the description to subscribe to our email newsletter so you don't miss out on a thing. Thanks so much.